is all about the VTX. So a long time ago I swapped out the bulbs in the highway lights, spotlights, whatever you want to call them, and replaced those with an LED bulb. But it kind of looks LED, kind of goofy looking, but it really is nice. So those will stay. Again, you can see the special bulb that's in there. It's kind of bluish in color. It's a great bulb, but it's still a halogen. And when I turn it on, it looks like this. Not that that's the end of the world, but it would be nice to have a brighter main headlight on this bike. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, the VTX has a nice deep headlight bezel. However, I have quite a bit of stuff in there, wires and everything else. I think I even have a module or two. So I would like to get a bulb that is a bit more shallow. Not like some of the aftermarket LED bulb replacements for headlights in your car, where it sticks out in the back. It's about this big with a big heat sink and all that stuff. So I was able to find this company right here. And I'll put a link on there so you can find out how much they are, where you can order them from. And they only took about, I don't know, 4 days to come in through Amazon. And a regular bulb kind of looks like this. Not a whole lot sticking out. So it's good for motorcycle headlight bezels that, headlight buckets that don't have a lot of room in them. And I was able to find these. Again, it sticks out about the same. Maybe about another 1/16 of an inch more is all. And these are actually pretty darn nice. They look good when they're in. At the same time, they give you a ton of light. It reduces the running load on your bike so that the electrical system through the starter can basically keep your battery charged more other than waste energy on trying to run this bulb, because they are pretty intensive. So we're going to take it apart. We're going to go ahead and put this one in today. So these can be kind of a pain. The screws are really short because there's not a whole lot of tolerance inside these lights. A lot of people pick on them because they're plastic with the chrome plating on them. But you know what? It's such a cool headlight, man. There's no other bike out there that has a headlight this neat. So you have two screws. I already took that one out. I'm going to take that one out, and then this basically lifts out. Okay, so what I'll do is I don't need these coming loose. I'm going to put on some low to medium strength thread locker, blue, just on the thread, so when I put them back in, they won't vibrate loose. When I can, I try to use screwdrivers where I put a piece of heat shrink to keep them from actually scratching anything up. A marker in case I have anything weird I need to mark on the headlight itself. And always, guys, the dielectric grease. Put it inside the female and on the male, and that basically keeps corrosion from setting up, and it promotes conductivity. So I've already taken the screws out. Let's see what I can do here. I'll try one hand. I might have to let this go. Oh, there we go. So this one's got the tab on the bottom that basically fits in. And then you pull the top and then the bottom out, it looks like. So let me use two hands and go ahead and get this out. So you can see that's pretty deep. It has quite a bit going on. Just make a mental note. I don't see anything special on this rubber portion here. No special drains. However, there is a raised mark, it looks like, so I'm going to make sure that's down here. The rest of it looks like it's in good shape. So this will come off. And again, I'm actually going to put some dielectric grease not only on the new bulb, but I'm going to actually put some more inside of the female side. So you can see there's quite a bit going on in there, so there's not a whole lot of room. They do have some bend over tabs that hold things in place. I've got heat sinks and all kinds of stuff in there because I've modified this bike using things like LED blinkers and stuff like that, so you don't get hyper flashes. So I've got it all tied up now, which is good. But I just need to go ahead and get the new bulb in and get some dielectric grease and get this thing swapped over. I just like to go ahead and plug it in just to make sure the bulb's not faulty. There's nothing worse than going through all this, plugging it in, setting it up, and then the bulb's bad. You got to take it all apart again. So, oh yeah, this is going to be nice. So this will basically help ease the stress on the battery when you're starting it. This won't be drawing a whole bunch since it's LED, and it gives you more light for a heck of a lot less wattage. Now, on an aesthetic level, at least everything will match. So I've got LED flashers, the LED running lights, and I have an LED headlight. So let's get this into the bezel. Again, you can see on top, round. On the bottom where this tab is, it's got this little indentation here. Not sure exactly what it means, but I'm just going to go ahead and draw a couple lines to remind me that's where it goes. Alright, so this one's a little different. Let's see, on the Yamaha products like my VMAX, there's a twist-off collar that holds the bulb in. This one here uses, looks like this little guy here, and it basically just pushed down, it comes out of here, lifts up and flips over, and then this bulb comes out here. Again, it's a really, really nice bulb, and I will keep it. You just never know. Sometimes, well actually not sometimes, I always carry a spare bulb in each one of the saddlebags on my bikes, so if I'm on the road and one dies, I have a bulb to swap it out with. Even if it's a lower grade, it's not an LED, it doesn't matter. At least I can see and I'm legal and be able to drive it, not cancel a trip, or be able to get it home. So that's out, and let's see our nice new bulb. Okay, that fits in perfectly, really nice. Bring this over here, and then it looks like you just press this down and get it under, which I did, underneath here, this little spring clip here, and that basically holds it in place. And then we'll take this one here along with that square notch that's on the bottom, and let's put that in so it basically matches up with this bottom portion here. The Yamaha, there's actually a drain that's there. Not sure the significance of this hump. My thing is, if that's the way it was installed from the factory, that's the way it should go in. So let's get some dielectric grease on here and then get this thing reassembled. Okay, so there's extra dielectric grease there. I cannot stress this enough, guys. I even use this in my flashlights, on the switches, the battery terminals, up where the light bulb is. You know how that goes. You need a flashlight, and the one time you really need it, it doesn't work because there's some sort of corrosion. I use this everywhere. And as far as the Loctite, you can use this or any other brand. It doesn't need much. You can see it's a very, very thin coat that's on the threads, and that dries and basically locks it into place, but you can remove it easy enough. So let's go ahead and get this on. I'll bring one of the screws with me, and we'll get it started. Sometimes putting this back on can be a real pain in the butt, but let's see how it goes today. Take your time reinstalling this, guys. Again, there's a tab on the bottom. If it's not in, you'll feel like you have to try to force this closed. Take it back off and keep moving around until the tooth falls down to the groove, and then this closes right up. And these bulbs are kind of stealthy looking. If you look close enough, you can tell it's something different, but it's not real goofy looking. One of those something off of Star Wars looking headlights that some of the bikes have. And you don't have to drop, $200, $300, $400, $500 on a new headlight just because it has some brand on it. These bulbs end up running about 2 for $40. Again, they look a lot nicer than these older style. And let's see what it looks like with everything on. It should all match now. Plus, throw a whole bunch more light. Wow, what can I say except, wow. That is pretty darn incredible. Now imagine I have a nice bright light. Oh yeah, that's going to be nice for at night. So I have friends that tell me they don't like the look of the 3 lights because it's not as clean looking as having a single light. Guys, I agree, but people that drive cars, trucks, anything other than a motorcycle, they're brain dead these days. And I can't tell you how many times I was going down the street with someone stopped at a stop sign. They look right at me and pull out on me. Once I put the 3 lights on with that triangulation, nobody does anymore. I guess it gives them better depth perception. Now those lights would look really stupid on my VMAX, but I needed something, so I ended up getting the lights down there. Again, it's still triangulated, and since I did that with this bike, nobody pulls out on me anymore either. So I know it means something. Again, for most people, it gives them better depth perception when they can see more than one light. So just a heads up, it's a good safety factor. And again, I like the way it looks. And at the same time, $20 for a headlight. Give me a break, man. So that's it. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content. I'll go ahead and get this on YouTube as fast as I can.